Yep, we are doing this video out of order. We inserted the air show in between the two of these. We were actually up camping near Massachusetts during Labor Day when we decided to take a trip down to Salem. And that's where we're going today. It was about a 30-minute drive, but of course we're not going to Salem directly. Okay, a little noisy out here, but we're in the middle of Danvers, Massachusetts. You see the church behind me? And this plaque. I wonder what this plaque is commemorating. Well, it's something very dark in the history of the United States. This is the Samuel Parris Archaeological Site, 1681 to 1784. The witch trials were embodied in the Arthur Miller play, The Crucible. And I did that play twice, once in high school and later on as an adult at a theater. I played the Reverend Parris. Kind of a slimy little guy who was always worried about getting silver candlesticks for the altar. Not the type of thing a real pastor should be worried about. He was not as worried about the flock as he should have been. This would have been the road to Reverend Parris's house. Hey, hey. So in February of 1681, the Salem village inhabitants voted, "We will build a house for the ministry." And that house sat here, facing south. This became the house of Reverend Parris, where the hysteria of witchcraft hunting began. George Burroughs, who lived here 1681 and 83 as the pastor, was accused of witchcraft himself in 1692. Samuel Parris, the Reverend Samuel Parris, who was the minister here from 1689 to 96, was the minister during the witchcraft hysteria. Benjamin Wadsworth, who was here 1772 to 1826, tore down the old parsonage. Got rid of it. This dark area of our history. Of course, the foundations still live here with the chickens. You would think that in America we would learn, but Americans love a good witch hunt, it seems like. They want to go after things that aren't really true and try to persecute people, mostly for their own personal gain. Come on, folks. We can do better. We have to do better. Particularly as Christians, we must do better than that. This was the location of Henry Prentice's general store. It was in 1851, which was long after the witch trials. The church in Salem Village. To this church, rent by the witchcraft frenzy game in 1697, the Reverend Joseph Green, aged 22, he induced the mischief makers to confess, reconciled the factions, and established the first public school, and became noted for his skill at hunting game and his generous hospitality. It was here that the witch trials ended. He got the girls to confess that it was just a ruse, and all those people that were hung or pressed were actually innocent. It was the end of a dark chapter in American history. Okay, we're stuck in traffic. Yes, this is downtown Pivotee, area where the Downings farm used to stand. And this right here, this is Proctor's Ledge. This is where they died. This is where they hung them. The gallows were here. They have the names of the people who were hung here. Sarah Good, Elizabeth Howe, Rebecca Nurse, Sarah Wilds, Reverend George Burroughs, yep, John Proctor, John Willard, Martha Corey, Allison Parker. Yes, all these people accused and hung right here. Remnants of flowers, seashells, coins that people left for them.
So from June to September.
All summer long.
All summer long.
What do you think of that?
What did they do? Nothing. They didn't do anything. They're completely innocent.
Yep, they were. All in all, about 57 people were accused. 19 of them were hanged. One, Giles Corey, was pressed to death because he refused to enter a plea, thus preserving his land to be passed on to his children. But the darkness of America's history doesn't end there. You can replace the word witch with communist, and there was a search for communists. Or you could replace it with the word fascist. And thus, the accusations continue. Statue of Elizabeth Montgomery from the 1960s TV show.
I know that character.
You know that character? Honestly, everybody remembers Elizabeth Montgomery from, of course, the Bewitched TV series. But not many people remember her appearance in a TV movie called Crowhaven Farm.
You got me on that one.
Where she played a person who had dreams about a past life as during the witch trials, where she was pressed under the boards and the stones. Crowhaven Farm, or Crowhaven, was the name of the movie. See if you can find it, because I can't find it anywhere on the, but I remember watching it. It was really nightmarish. Today, the town of Salem proper is a tourist destination with shops, and museums, and attractions, all sorts of things, capitalizing upon the dark time of America. Did you know that Salem was the birthplace of the National Guard of the United States of America? Did you know that?
No.
I didn't either. Learn something new every day, I guess.
Yes.
Looks like the savings bank has had better days. So, I got to ask you. Does that look familiar to you?
Which thing?
The building right behind us there.
The town hall?
Yeah.
from like,
Hocus Pocus was in the movie.
yeah?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen that.
Now, I've never seen the movie, but I've heard that this is well featured in the movie.
It is.
So you remember it.
Yes.
Don't you say it.
Beetlejuice.
That's not Beetlejuice, is it? Well, I guess it would be. Okay. Who's this guy? Frankenstein's monster. He was a pretty good actor. I gave $1 into his tip jar. If you can get past the tourist trap stuff, there's a lot of very interesting buildings and historic sites here. Of course, we had to stop and have a little fun around this fountain.
It's gotta be a map. It's probably a map.
What does that remind you of?
A movie that is coming out in a couple of weeks, and they got it right. Stonehenge.
This bell was dedicated to the citizens of Essex County who served in the United States Armed Forces. Very nice. This is the John Ward House. Roger Conant, born 1592, died 1679, first settler of Salem, 1626. Andrew Stafford House. What's the story behind the spot? Go ahead and scan the QR code. Hawthorne Hotel, 100 years old.
Exactly.
Not bad.
Brownish Shield Bentley House. What's the story behind it? Check out the QR code. Seriously, if you scan that QR code, it'll pull up a website that will tell you about many of these interesting buildings and the history behind them. It's very interesting. I have Uncle Fester here.
Hi.
How you doing, Uncle?
Okay.
Good. Well, you have a great day. Yeah, I just got photobombed by Uncle Fester. I wasn't expecting that. Love those street musicians. Oh, yeah, something attracted me over here. Right here stood the first meeting house erected in Salem. No structure was built earlier for the congregational worship by a church formed in America. Yeah, that's where the first structure was, right there, the first meeting house.
Nice high-end restaurant.
Yeah, they sell food.
Yes.
Swapped out the food of God for regular food. O'Neill's Irish Pub. Is that what the retirement from Stargate program will get you? Irish pub? Sorry, had to do it, folks.
Wait.
Okay, we're crossing. Crossing the road. Hopefully nobody will get us. Well, what'd you think of the whirlwind tour of Salem?
Classy.
If you can get beyond the tourism, there's some interesting ancient buildings or architectural styles that are typical of New England.
Yes. Lots of Halloween.
Lots of Halloween.
Halloween every day.
And it is a very touristy place, but the real draw of Salem is that people can get dressed up in their Halloween dark garb and come out and kind of feel normal. That's really what it's about.
Yeah.
I mean, where else could you go and find Uncle Fester?
Seriously. It's funny. It's all based off of a really dark time in our past.
I know, the Salem witch trials, very dark time, but you know what? Americans will capitalize on anything.
It's so true.
I mean, I shouldn't be funny, but it is true. Well, that's going to do it for our vlog today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button and please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and until next time, we will see you on the streets. Okay, so the GPS keeps telling me, go down this road, turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left, turn left, turn right. It's kind of like, well, Chris said it was like Boston, but I'm thinking it's more like the Hotel California. You can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave.
That's Boston. You can get in, but you can't get out.